Welcome now to Brookvale Oval. Big match here at the home of the Sea Eagles today against the Canberra Raiders with all of their stars back. Let's have a look at the Sea Eagles side for today. And Tuvey is the captain, of course. It's Hancock, Devereaux, Oljanek, Moore, Elsgood, Lyons, Kosef, Cunningham, Jones, Roberts, O'Donnell and Alexander. Canberra coming out, and Mal Meninga takes them out to a reception from a very parochial crowd, and a good one too under blue skies. Here's their side: Belcher, Nadruka, Meninga, Mullins, Hoppy, Daly, Stewart, and Croker at the back of the scrum with Ferner partnering Clyde. Pongia comes into the front row with Walters and Fritz. Bill Harrigan's the man that's got the big match here today. Welcome to our viewers in the West, of course in Adelaide. Welcome to our Sunday coverage. And this should be, I would imagine, an open and attractive game of rugby league. They both love to throw it around, and they can hurt you from just about anywhere on the park. John Devereaux will kick off. The English importation. He'll do the goal kicking as well. No Matthew Rich for Manly today. Mullins it is that gets first touch and sends it back through Hoppy. He's 15 out from his own line. Paul Vorton joins me as co-commentator today.
Yeah, thanks. Very interesting to note that Manly, they lost the toss, but Canberra decided to run into the breeze in the first half. So Manly will have this gusty sou'wester at their back in the first half, and with the kicking game of Cliffy Lyons, they should be able to dominate the first half, but Canberra looking to come home with a wet sail in the second half.
Talking of Cliff Lyons, he relishes the opportunity of playing against the Canberra side, as the first clearing kick of the day comes off the boot of Ricky Stewart. It was not one of his best. In fact, it was about 3 out of 10. Devereaux wrapped up, 35 out from the Canberra line. A chance for Manly to attack early in the game. It's gone through 2 sets of hands and along the line. This is Cunningham now. Young Jamie Oljanek in the run-on side for Manly today, a former Penrith junior. I doubt that the Panthers were keen to lose him. Tuvey away, Lyons around the back, second man play. Hancock in the number 1, looks for Devereaux, finds him. He's brought down 20 metres out from the line. This is the last. Lyons to the air. Not a good kick, it's gone right across the ground. It might turn out to be a beauty. Well, young Ryan.
Well, that was
or else good, I should say. He's a metre short.
Amazing play by Manly. The kick came from Cliffy. It was a dead set shocker. And they nearly scored a try out of it. Here's Cliffy looking to put a high ball up to put some pressure on Belcher. Goes nowhere near Belcher. Straight into Elsgood's hands. Not much defence there. It's coming now, and they just hang on to him.
Canberra then, rucking it away from their own line. Bradley Clyde, first touch of the ball. And there's been so much discussion on the Australian side that'll be named tonight, the squad of 18. The good judges say that Bradley Clyde, if he comes through satisfactorily, will be in the squad. Manly come up with the ball, 19 out from the line. Across now, it comes, and it's Big Jones that tries to bullock his way through. Kosef in 13, he's with the ball now. A cutout pass across for young David Alexander. 10 metres from the line, and still a couple of tackles left on this set. Tuvey, Lyons, goes back to the right, picks up Jones. There's a gap up the centre. Jones is looking for somebody, but nobody there. 9 metres out, away from O'Donnell, into the hands of Lyons. It came off the Canberra feet and dived upon there by Bradley Clyde.
Manly's tactics very clear, even early in the game. Canberra, the way to defend, is a loose ball there. So Canberra making too many mistakes in their own quarter. But Manly will just try and run around this Canberra defence all day.
Quentin Pongia in the front row for this match. John Lomax pulling out. Fed by Tuvey. Great opportunity for the Eagles. They've had the ball for the major part of the last 18 tackles. Now it's with Kosef. And that's a good tackle. The youngster started to run sideways, and he was an easy target for Ferner, who makes another tackle. Pulls down Danny Moore. O'Donnell gets it away. Taking it up is Roberts. He bounces away from the defence, but he's put down 20 metres out. O'Donnell. Jones, prominent. That's Cunningham, just inside the 20-metre line. Manly wide and deep to the right. They go to the left to the blind. Tuvey pulled down. Now it's 5 gone. Will they put it through the hands? O'Donnell, Lyons, puts the chip kick across to the blind side. Daly read the play, and Daly comes down with it for Canberra.
Yes, Cliffy had the right idea then to put the kick up, but it really wasn't high enough for it to be an effective kick, and Laurie Daly handled it quite easily in the end. Plenty of Canberra defence there. They've had to defend very well too the first 5 minutes of this match because of their own ball handling.
Pongia. Stewart. Daly. Here's Canberra, putting it through the hands inside their own 20-metre line. Not too many clubs would do that. Nadruka pulled down 30 metres out, but on an early tackle, it is the policy of Tim Sheens, and many other coaches have used it, I suppose, but Canberra use it a lot, to put the ball through the hands on an early tackle. And here they are doing exactly that now, but this time on a later tackle. And Daly it is that punches it down the ground for Hancock to bring it back from 15 metres out from his own line. John Devereaux, right knee, getting some support there from an elastic band, and it's Lyons turning it inside. Hancock support. Very shoddy Canberra defence. Manly made 40 metres easily then. Through Kosef, Tuvey, Jones, Alexander went decoy, Oljanek, Elsgood, he's very fast. Ankle-tapping tackle, doesn't secure the youngster. Mullins eventually makes the tackle. Open game at the moment. Tuvey with a long ball. Kosef is with it. Short pass for Roberts. Roberts stands and is pulled down. 18 out, penalty Manly. Canberra inside the 5, and an easy 2-pointer coming up.
And we came into Brookie looking for an open game of rugby league. We're dead set getting it. Some fine attacking skills being showed by both sides. Both sides willing to run the football, no matter where they are on the park. And culminating now in a penalty to the Manly side. But Sean Hoppy got the ankle tap there on Elsgood. Would have been a try otherwise. Very quick man, Elsgood. And here's the bus now. Some very ordinary defence there by Canberra. Devereaux did well to set up Cliffy Lyons. And Cliffy, a beautiful pass back inside to Hancock, who's making his debut in the fullback position. Never played there in first grade before.
Devereaux, 8 out of 10 against a countryside last weekend at Mudgee. Very high, straight between the uprights. First points to Manly. They lead Canberra 2 points to 0. 7 handling errors to 4 made by Canberra. Scrums are the same. Long pass by Stewart. Daly runs across the ground. Mullins goes straight. Struggles away from a would-be tackle. He's put down 20 metres out from the Manly line. Canberra with a chance now if they can hold on to the football. Daly goes across to the right. Belcher comes back to the centre. Finds Ricky Stewart. He looks to promote it left but takes the tackle. He's 18 metres out from the line. No markers on Stewart. Goes himself and takes it within 3 metres of the line. Walters now to acting half. Still a great chance here for Canberra. Wide ball out for Daly. Daly away for Croker. Croker's put down. He's 2 metres out from the line. Hasler and O'Donnell making a desperate tackle. Daly away for Big Fritz now. And Fritz is held. He'll have to play the ball a couple of metres still out from the line. Daly at acting half. To the right it comes for Stewart. He pushes it wider. Out there is Ferner. Belcher's in the back line. Throws the dummy to Clyde. Finds Brett Mullins. Mullins throws the pass. Hoppy can't take it. And the referee will put a scrum down.
Yes, exciting play here by Canberra. Manly have done well to hold them out. Canberra at their most dangerous in this part of the ground. And it came out in the last pass. Mullins drew both those players there, and the knock on there by Hoppy.
Tooby goes back on for men. John Jones comes off. Tooby immediately away from the scrum base. Lions just tried to draw the markers by holding it back for a moment before giving it to Hancock. O'Donnell. Roberts. Bounces out of the tackle. Oh! David O'Donnell picked up and driven. Spear tackle. Or the right word is a dangerous tackle on David Furner.
And he's in a bit of trouble too, O'Donnell, laying on the ground there. Picks him up and pile drives him into the turf.
Well, Harrigan did not dwell. He just immediately gave the penalty to Manly. Cautioned Furner and no further action. Alexander playing it on halfway. Tuvey. Roberts. Donald back on his feet fairly quickly. He's a dummy half. Tuvey. Across for Kosef. Then for Oljanik. He's held in very high regard by the Panthers, Jamie Oljanik. Lions using a second man play. Hancock uses Danny Moore, the big centre. He's pulled down 35 out. Devereaux. Lions, Hasler. Cunningham's following him. Hasler tried to hurdle the defence. Grabbed in midair by Clyde. O'Donnell away for Lions. Punches it down towards the wing occupied by Nadruka. And he's wrapped up and put away by Devereaux. Meninga. Belcher. The run around for the big fella. Meninga brought away, or brought down out on the 20-metre line. Pongia. Free-flowing game. Plenty of mistakes by the Raiders. Fritz. Oh, gee. Launching himself was Roberts, and I just thought for a moment he might have gone a bit too high. Walters smothered away by a three-man tackle. Now the penalty goes to Canberra against Manly for stealing the ball.
And Canberra get their first penalty of the match here for this incident. It's Stevie Walters. Roberts is hitting hard in defence. He's got a couple of them today. Having a good game, and the ball stripped there by Roberts.
Stewart taking the kick for line, finding it right on the halfway mark. Now they're setting up a play, and Fritz obviously forgot the script. Typical front rower. Stewart was saying, come on, it's your turn. You take it to there, and then Quentin, you take it to there. And Stewart is still looking out to his back, saying, are we ready? Do we know where we're going this time? Now it's with Stewart. A dummy to Croker. A second man play. Oh, Furner! He took it around the throat. Harrigan said no, chest high. Played by Furner. Clyde. Good tackle by Cliff Lyons. We're right on the halfway mark. That's where they took the tap from. So Canberra really have only gone 10 metres on 5 tackles. Stewart. Lovely pass, held up for Daly. Daly kicks, but Lyons read it. Hancock takes it away across the ground. This is Moore, away from Croker. Wrapped up by Furner. 30 metres out from the Manly line. Cunningham! Oh, that's a quality run. Good stop by Cunningham. He's got the pass away. Devereaux, pulled down by Nadruka.
Oh, genius tackle by Nadruku, killed him.
Now, O'Donnell, Kosef, they've only got to deliver the final blow. Lions, 6 more tackles for Manly. Knocked down by Hoppy. Hasler a dummy half. Manly with a full set of 6 to come. Alexander. O'Donnell. Tovey. Hancock. Danny Moore. Inside ball for Hancock. Desperate a knock on. Well, talk about exciting football.
Well, that was a great break made by Owen Cunningham, wasn't it? And it should have been a try. He beat some feeble tackles. Couple there, and away he went. Gary Belcher then came over and missed him, but Nadruku does. He's chasing there, Cunningham. He tags him, then he watch him backpedal there, and finally brings down Devereaux. Great tackle, Nadruku.
Here's the scrum now. To be won by Canberra, but recalled.
And that's been Manly's problem the last 4 or 5 weeks, Ray, that they've been making these breaks and creating opportunities for themselves, but not capitalising, not getting the points on the board.
Well, that's right. It happened way back against Eastern Suburbs here on a Friday.
Happening against Parramatta.
Parramatta's the second case in point. Bob Fulton has been loath to take any glory away from the teams that have beaten Manly, pointing out at the same time that his team had had 100 times or 100 opportunities to win the match. Fritz, solid tackle by two of the small men, Hasler and Tuvey. He took on this Goliath and put him away. Ferner. This is the last for the green machine, but they're not looking like a machine today. Stewart, he finds the line 40 metres out from Manly's goal line. About 12 minutes of the first half to go. Hope you're enjoying it over there on the west coast in beautiful Perth and of course in Adelaide. Gorgeous weather in Sydney. Great part of the world here. Lions. More straight up the centre. Flat and hard. Now can Nadruka do it again? Here he comes and he's made the tackle.
Genius.
Oh, Nadruka. Fair dinkum, he could be the king for a day if he wanted to be. Tuvey throws it away. Kosef is with it.
Well, they were all offside, Canberra. Never got back on side at all.
Play by Kosef. Lions, Tuvey. Now through to Aljanek. He cuts inside. Hancock will score.
Forward pass rate. Unbelievable. Another opportunity and it's gone. But Nadruku, whatever they're paying him, they should double it. He saved them 12 points today. Denny Moore made the break, got through some poor defence once again, and Nadruku, just the last-ditch tackle, sensational. And Moore, he was nearly going to go for the double movement. He started at the last moment. Here's the last movement. Floats this one out, and it goes probably a metre forward.
Sensational game of rugby league. There's probably been too many mistakes for the purists to say that, but the watchers of the game must be. And they're the fans. They love action. They love plenty of ball movement. And these two sides are giving it to them today, Fatty. Brett Mullins comes from the field. Stewart, that's out on the full.
Yeah, the good keen defence by the Manly side. Pressure put on Stewart by O'Donnell then. So Manly now, in he came O'Donnell, just let him know he was about, and that made the poor kick come about.
Here they come again, Manly. They're coming at Canberra like waves off the coast here on the peninsula. Roberts gets a pass away. Devereaux scooped it off the ground. Alexander will take it down for the play the ball. O'Donnell. Blindside play for young Kosef. Manly seems certain to score twice. Now Hasler. There he goes again with this attempt to hurdle the defence. Tuvey. Lions. Plenty of forwards to give it to. Cunningham's the runner. 5 tackles gone for Manly. Lions goes from dummy half. Kicks ahead. Where's that football now? It's 6 more for Manly. 6 more tackles. Can Canberra endure this? Cliffy Lyons takes it to ground on 1. Ferner the tackler. O'Donnell away. Bad pass. Tuvey gets under 1. Taken by Pongia. That's the second. Hasler to the right. It's with Kosef. A cutout pass for Devereaux. Devereaux passes, finds Danny Moore. Moore gets it back to Kosef. Now it's back with Toby. Then it's with Lyons. Now a lofted pass to Elsgood. Elsgood comes to Daly. He's wrapped up and he'll play the ball. That would be 4 tackles gone, if my memory serves me correctly. O'Donnell away. Roberts launches himself at the centre of the defence. Alexander's tackled. That's the 4th tackle now. O'Donnell away for Toovey. Turns it back inside for Cunningham. That should be 5. It is. O'Donnell's the acting half again. Away for Toovey. On for Lyons. Puts the kick in behind. Nadruka takes it over the dead ball line.
I give the Canberra defence some credit here. Whilst they've missed 17 tackles, their online defence has been outstanding. They've adjusted, readjusted and multi-adjusted to just cover this Manly attacking forays. It's great footy, Rabs.
It's an incredible game of football.
And now Manly get another crack at the Canberra line. Looking a bit tired, Canberra too. They've had to do a lot of defence.
They're thinking they should be if they're not. What's going on? Ricky Stewart has seen a second ball on the ground and he's just soaking up time. Smart thinking by Stewart. Well, this will go down as one of the great defensive passages of 1993. I'm not sure of how many tackles they've had to withstand. Roberts, you've been watching it with us, and I'm sure it must be looking like the 20s proportion. Roberts away. Now it's with Kosef. Stands and turns it back for Hasler. Toovey's outside him. Toovey goes through. Toovey's got Hasler with him. Hasler gets the ball. Came off Cunningham's head. It's gone over the dead ball line. And it's out to the 22 for the restart.
And Canberra get the respite. And they needed it under all sorts of pressure. Once again, Toovey put the foot down, went through the big hole. And Hasler now onto Cunningham. Straight off his noggin. And that's the ball for Canberra, 20 metres out from their own line. Hoppy takes it up.
Well, took pressure. Canberra know exactly about that now. And I don't know that this great club, they're only young, but they're entitled to that description. I don't know that they've ever had to survive for so long. Steve Walters knows that everybody's tired. Dummy half plays. That's all they need to do at the moment. Maybe first receiver plays. Clyde pushes it. Fritz decides to run. Grassing tackle by the smallest man on the ground on the biggest. This is their last. They decide to run it. Daly puts the kick in, not Stewart. Daly's kick into the bottom corner. Nadruka's coming fast. Hancock to get back.
And Manly players now very slow to get back on side. Still a couple of their forwards back on the 20-metre line.
Roberts. Lyons. Toovey. They had the numbers on the left. Canberra, as you know, play a compressed defence. Lyons uses the kick, looking for Jack Elsgood, coming across Gary Belcher. Belcher held by Elsgood, gets the pass away though. On in jumper number 40 is David Boyle, and he's put away 45 metres out from the Manly line.
It was a nice tactic too by Cliffy Lyons, even though they were deep in their own territory. There was no one back there bar Belcher. It's a shame the kick just went a little bit too far.
Bradley Clyde now plays the ball. Steve Walters using David Furner. Now they start to assemble their ranks back to the right. Stewart will call it, and here he is with it now. Let's Pongia run a decoy. The pass is knocked on by Daly. No question about it. It's a knock on. Laurie wouldn't, I don't think, even question it.
The long ball by Ricky Stewart. They out decoyed themselves here, and Laurie tapped it forward, hit the ground. Time running out for the Eagles. They've been on top probably for the most of this half. Haven't as yet scored a try. That will be a worrying factor when Bob Fulton gets them at Oranges.
Hancock into his back line. Big set of shoes for Craig Hancock to fill today. Matthew Ridge not there for Manly. Manly leading by 2 points to 0. A penalty goal early in the game. They've had a heap of football, several opportunities to score, and they've been repelled by an ever-consistent Canberra defence. At times, unbelievable, particularly from Nadruga. Lyons puts the ball higher this time, giving his runners more time. Gary Belcher comes away with it. Lyons puts the ball onside. 15 out from the Canberra line to be played by Belcher, run by Nadruga. And the markers are alert to him. Belcher using Clyde. Quality stuff every time he handles the ball.
He's had a pretty solid comeback to the game. He's been out 6 weeks, Bradley Clyde, looking for a spot in the Australian side. He's done nothing outstanding, but he's been there and thereabouts all game. His defence has been fine, and whenever he's been required to have a hit up, he's done pretty well. Meninga now into some space.
Stewart, long pass out, looking for David Furner, finding him with pinpoint accuracy. Good yards by David Furner. They're not finished yet. Now Quentin Pongia. Have they got the pace? Toomey's got him! Jeffrey Toomey brings him down. 10 metres out from the line. That's a turnover.
Oh, great tackle, Jeff Toovey.
Great rugby league here today.
Yeah, talk about Nadruga. That was just as good, if not better, by Toobes. The big flashing run by Furner. He's beaten 46 of them, straight down the middle. And then Pongia hot-footed it for the line. Here's Furner now. He's beaten. A big gap was there. He beat Hancock, bumped off Olsenick, and away he goes. And Pongia thought he was going to score, but Toovey cut him down.
Hasler, 30 metres out from his own line. David O'Donnell. Daly makes the tackle. 5 gone. Close to half-time. Through the hands of the halves. Then to Devereaux. Devereaux in some space. Defence coming across. Draws them. Olgenick beats the tackle of Belcher. And eventually and finally, Manly scores. Nice work by Manly. Devereaux did well. Olgenick, he gets the 4 points.
Well, it had to come, and it came from deep in their own territory. Some pretty ordinary defence out there by some of the Canberra players. Meninga came up when he shouldn't have. And then Devereaux into some space. He drew Nadruku. 1-on-1, Belcher on Olgenick, and Badge couldn't get him. And the Manly side finally crack it for the try. Beautiful pass here. We thought they were just going to kick it, but decided to run it on the 5th. Cut out pass by Lyons, and Devereaux into space. The beautiful in and away which committed Nadruku. And the former Australian fullback came over, but Olgenick too much pace.
Well, I guess it had to come. It's about as much breath as I've got left. It had to come. There's the siren for halftime. That's what he's got. He's 8 metres in from touch. Acute angle. It's got the height, but it's just wide. So the halftime score at Brookvale. Manly leading Canberra 6 points to 0. The Eagles and the Raiders, they leave to a standing ovation. We'll be back after a break with more. David Furner kicks off to start the second stanza of this game. He'll only need to be half as good to be good enough. Devereaux tackled by Meninga and also Croker. Alexander. I noticed on that particular play that Kosev ran as the decoy. Lyons spreading it across, and Hancock handled before Elsgood was tackled about 25 metres out from his line. Now, John Hopewadi is on the ground. This is his first touch of the football. He's beaten 3 of them. Stewart takes him. 10 metres out from the line. Manly with a chance to wrap it up here, really. Lions out for Danny Moore. Mel Meninga takes him to ground. It's picked up where it left off this game. Lions for O'Donnell. Now for Hasler. John Hopewadi. 2 metres from the line. That's the turnover.
And desperate defence once again by Canberra. Their first up defence has been fairly abysmal. Hopewadi made a 50-metre burst there. He was playing Jersey flag last year, but he's a good player. Here it is here from dummy half, though. The marker was held. Boyle was held. And Hopewadi streaked down the touchline, beat Belcher. His defence has gone a bit ordinary, but Ricky Stewart came over and cover and saved it.
Well, first seconds of the second half. And a repeat of what we saw in the first half. Length of the field stuff. Gut-busting defence. Again in evidence as Walters unloads for Stewart. Kicks off his own 20-metre line. Hancock running down to be met by a cordon of green defence. Tuvey got well past the ad line from dummy half. O'Donnell. Roberts easily over the ad line. The pass was meant for O'Donnell. He went to sleep on it. Walters picks it up for Canberra. Clyde, Stewart, David Boyle still on for Canberra. Right on the halfway line. Clyde again. Pongia. Stewart.
Well, Pongia looked around then. His nearest support was 10 metres away.
Fritz. Stewart puts the kick high across to the players on the left of the ground. Hancock, magnificent, Craig Hancock. You're filling those shoes very well.
Yeah, for a bloke who's playing in fullback for the first time, he's made a good fist of it. Craig Hancock.
Danny Moore. I heard a radio commentator on the way to the ground interviewing Craig and saying, how did you sleep on the eve of a match where you know you're going to cop plenty from the Dailies, the Stewarts, the Meningas, the Clydes and so on. He didn't seem to be overly phased by it, and he's handled it very well. This is the last for the Eagles. Lions. Boyle went for a charge down attempt. Belcher. Jeff Tuvey leading the chase down the ground. They're on the Canberra 40-metre line, played by Gary Belcher. Through Jason Croker into the hands of Daly. Showed it to one, gave it to Meninga. Now Nadruka over the halfway line.
Yeah, nice tackle by Cunningham coming over in cover. Good second row play.
Pongia, inside ball. Bradley Clyde. 9 metres into Manly's area. 6-0 the score in favour of Manly. Stewart letting Fritz go, let another one go, still with the ball. Meninga now for Croker. Not a great deal of ground gain by all of that. Daly. Wide for Belcher to knock on. Well, the mistakes continue for Canberra.
Yes, long floating pass there by Laurie Daly. And Belcher running onto it, had to stretch for it and reach for it and couldn't hang on to it in the end.
Tuvey coming straight across the ground. Lions goes straight ahead. Ferner did well for a second rower. He broke very quickly to get across in cover. Kosef takes the tackle before advancing for Hasler to push Alexander forward. Riding ahead. 22 metres from the Canberra line. Here they come again. O'Donnell. That's Roberts. This is Lyons. Now Hopewati stands and gives a forward pass, I thought, for Cliffy Lyons, but it goes unchecked. Elsgood wrestled down. O'Donnell off to the blind side. .22 metres out from the Canberra line. To the dummies to Alexander. Dances away from 2. Then Kosef into the hands of Cunningham. Now it's Moore striding to the 20. Supporting was Alexander. Likewise Hasler. Hasler 10 metres out from the line. Still not tackled. Got a fair pass away. Not a fair pass, a cracker of a pass. Now Devereaux. Devereaux taken to ground by Belcher and by Clyde. 5 gone for Manly. Here they come, the Eagles. Lyons puts the grubber in. It's not been cleaned up. Yes, it has now. Line drop out.
Sustained attacking play by the Eagles, and Gary Belcher criticised him today for his defence. He's made 3 beautiful tackles there in a row, saved 3 tries, and in the end got his hand on that at about the 18th try, but he got there.
Yeah. How many times have we seen this Canberra behind their own line? Incredibly, though, only 1 try has been scored over it. Stewart's drop kick. 50 metres, bar 1. Moore goes back. O'Donnell. Roberts. Kosef. Hasler. Canberra 2 points in front of Manly on the Winfield Cup ladder. Over the sideline. I got a fancy that it came off Canberra.
Yes, it came off Meninga, who was effecting the tackle on Danny Moore. This will be a scrum feed to Manly and more pressure for Canberra. Osborne's gone on for Darren Fritz, and also
Hetherington's getting ready. He's gone on as well.
And Croker the man to come off.
Now a chance for Manly. Lyons running across the park, letting decoys go inside. Eventually Elsgood gets out of the tackle. He'll score! Manly, they're over the line again. 10-0 in favour of the home side.
And it had to come. The pressure from the Eagles is finally told. And it was just defence of Canberra's. This sliding defence, it's a good defence, it's worked well today, but you cannot afford to miss any tackles. It puts pressure on you, and it's one-on-one here. You've got Elsgood on Hoppy, and away goes Elsgood, stepped inside. Hetherington, he's been on there 4 seconds. He was never going to get Elsgood, who's very, very quick. And they stood well. They talked, communicated, but it came down to a one-on-one situation, and Elsgood, nice left foot step, too strong for Hoppy.
Metre in from touch for John Devereaux. Away off the boot, okay, but it's just wide. 10-0 in favour of Manly over Canberra. Nadruka, Stewart, Daly, Hoppy out wide. Well, I'm just getting the impression, watching some of these Canberra players closely through the binoculars, Paul, that huge defensive strain or drain has started to take its toll. Stewart. Daly, Meninga, Belcher, Nadruka inside, puts his foot flat on the floor, gets inside, Hancock, they're not going to catch the flying Fijian. Noah Nadruka saves 2 tries and scores 1.
Oh, he's a superman. Oh, where's his cape? There, Dinkum.
It's cape.
Oh, he's killed him. There was nothing doing there. Manly had all the defence. Here we go. Now they drift across field. Plenty of Manly defence there. The beautiful inside pass from Belcher. Clippy Lyons slightly at fault. Didn't keep coming over. Now here, the goose step. And he beat Hancock pointlessly. Roberts tried in vain. Oh, what a player. Sensational stuff.
Oh, look at the put down. Who cares about the put down?
Yeah, here we go. The nice inside ball. Couple of missed tackles and away he goes. Hoo-wah-hee-ya, hoo-wah. And he beat, and the head nod. He's got everything.
If he gets this, Canberra's only 4 behind, and they've been on the wrong end of all of this. Here he comes, 22 out. He's gonna get it. Yes, he kicks it from the sideline. 10-6 in favour of Manly. Daly a dummy half. He's decided to go for a run. Swarming defence by Kosef and Hasler. Jones was taken off early. Tuvey got hurt. Hasler replaced him. And when Tuvey came back, Jones was pulled off. And I don't know whether he's injured or he was just taken from the field. But they've had Hasler there since, and he's done a tremendous amount of work. Daly across the ground. Here's Mullins inside. Beats one. Stands in another. And takes it to ground. 5 tackles gone for the Raiders. Here they come to the left. Daly, a long, long pass. Picked up by Osborne. Floats it to Meninga. Gives it over the top for Nadruka. Around Devereaux. He comes down the wall. He's got 10 metres to go. They put him down, but he didn't go into touch. That'll be the turnover.
This is fantastic. Nadruka once again created something from nothing. Here it comes. He's beaten Devereaux, who's an international. The head nod again. And it took 2 of them this time to get him.
The determination on the face of Noah Nadruka on that head-on shot. It should be recorded and given to the league for any further promotions they want. All the determination that anybody could have in a game of competitive sport was illustrated. Cunningham. They just keep doing it to each other, these two. They played a grand final, these two clubs, didn't they, Paul? What year was that?
87, Revy.
Yeah.
Remember it well.
I thought I'd give you a little line to come in on. Here's Tuvey! Tuvey with a big run! 35 metres! Loses his footing! And Canberra come back with the football.
Oh, he's had a great game, Jeff Tuvey. When he puts the foot down, can't he, Motor?
This is danger, though. They've got to reassemble Manly. Bradley Clyde, Mal Meninga. The defence is coming across. The big bloke puts the foot down. He's tackled. 10 metres into Manly's area. Nadruka passes to Osborne. Osborne takes it ahead. Osborne still going. Steamroller stuff. 30 metres out from the line. Across for Stewart. On for Daly. Daly cut down. Oh, great tackle, Cliffy Lyons. Played by Daly. Ferner to the right. Gets it to the 20-metre line. Last tackle coming for the Green Machine. Stewart, he's looking for Meninga out wide. Puts the kick out for him. Devereaux taken by Meninga. Oh!
Beautiful take by John Devereaux, leaving the ground. He was under all sorts of pressure from Big Mal. And took it magnificently. Stewart, the good tactic, because he had plenty of Canberra support out there. Meninga and Nadruka, but took it very coolly.
Moore comes away from off his own line. 10-6 in favour of Manly. Roberts. Gee, I don't know whether there's any need for that. Passing on his own 20-metre line under extreme pressure.
Yeah, he's done a couple of them too the last couple of minutes, Ian Roberts. He's better off just going to ground, getting those hard metres.
Lyons with the long pass intercepted by Hoppy. 12 metres out from the line. Well, Hoppy took the odds to it. It would have been a try of 90 metres. Here they come now, Canberra. David Boyle is tackled. 10 metres out. This is the second tackle. Steve Walters is the dummy half. Stewart's got the ball. Now Belcher. Meninga. Pirouettes out of the tackle. Leaves the ball behind him.
And Mel claiming the ball was ripped out. Referee says play on.
Kosef. Let's have a look at it.
Here's the incident. Mel steps back inside, does the pirouette, and away he goes. And he wasn't attempting a tackle. That's okay, Rebs.
Yeah, well, that's the way the rule book reads. It's a crazy rule, but that's the way it reads. Tuvey swamped in the defence by David. Centre of the ground. David O'Donnell. Kosef. Inside. Hancock. Swerving. Beating player after player. But not Boyle. 30 out from his own line. This is the last for Manly. They need a deep kick. Lyons puts it low. Belcher hurries across. Just outside his 30. Comes back. Met by a ring of defence. Able to beat them. Comes to Devereaux. Devereaux, a diving tackle, puts him down. Meninga. Stewart. Clyde cut out. Finding Daly wide. Daly on Tuvey. Then for Mullins. Mullins on Hopewati. And Mullins has tackled 8 metres into Manly's area. Ball played back to Hoppy. Dummies and runs around Hetherington. 10-6 Manly. Stewart shows it twice. Then David Boyle. And he's pulled down by Cliffy Lyons. 197 tackles made by Canberra. 184 for Manly. Bradley Clyde surges ahead. Comes out the other side. Will he score? No, Meninga will. Meninga! He puts it down. Canberra gets a try. The scoreboard is level. 10 points all.
And Bradley Clyde did it all on his own. Meninga had some work to do, I suppose, but Clyde burst through some feeble defence. And Canberra now go to 10 all, and they're coming home like a train. Now, Clyde's got all this defence in front of him. 1-on-1 though, 2 of them missed him, Hasler and O'Donnell. I thought he might have taken Hancock on. Meninga positioning himself beautifully on the inside, and he carried them over.
This is the way it looked from head on.
Hasn't Steve Wallace done well from dummy half? He's created opportunities, flick one out. Now Clyde's got a bit of defence in front of him. Ineffective tackling there. And Meninga looming up the inside. Determination on Mal's face. He's got Canberra back in the game.
David Furner, a chance to put Canberra in front. He kicked a harder one to convert the Nadruka try. Similar part of the ground. 22 out, 11 in, he's missed it. 10 points all. Daly. Daly deciding that he'll try and do it himself. Probably by comparison with some of the other big names in the game, Daly has been relatively quiet.
Oh, yeah. He hasn't made the long 40-metre runs that other players have made, but he's done his job. You know, he's...
Not saying that, but
no, he's
with
created
the Dailies of this game, you're looking for something almost megastar type stuff. And that's probably unfair of us. Furner. Stewart. Boyle running off his left hip. Then he gives it back for Stewart. Stewart probes himself. Osborne is there in support off the other side. And that's 5 gone for Canberra. Stewart quickly back into position. Goes for a long drop goal. Stewart, I think he may have got it. Yes! It's a drop goal from 30 metres for Ricky Stewart.
10 all now, 11-10. Stewart's put the Raiders just a nostril in front. A nice kick from 30 metres out. Beautifully struck. Canberra have only got to now play a very smart game. They've got the point in front. There's only a few minutes remaining, and they just got to try and keep Manly down in their own territory.
Simplifying that even further, Paul, you've got to be a freak to kick a drop goal from any further than, say, 40 metres. So this can all be described where the play is right now, anywhere in Manly's half, even 10 metres into Canberra's half, as safe territory. Lyons sending Iro out to the 20-metre line, but Mullins makes the tackle. Canberra playing very correct football, no penalty football. In other words, playing percentage football. A bad bounce for Nadruka, but he's able to clean it up.
And got the situation now where, you know, Canberra have got the ball 30 metres out. The kick was badly organised, shouldn't have gone to Cunningham.
Clyde.
Croker's back on for Osborne.
Walters running a lot from dummy half, as I said just a few moments ago. and what he's done has been quality stuff. Hetherington decides to take them on. Hit and spin back. Clyde's there to support. Meninga's coming up. The big fella not required as Clyde goes to ground 5 metres out from the line. Walters is the dummy half. Stewart's the receiver. The long pass. Pinpoint accuracy to Daly. Short off the right hip away for Furner. Off the ground, not tackled. It goes to Mullins. Mullins is there. Flick passes back for Daly to kick ahead and score! Yes! Try time! Daly puts his mark on this sensational game.
Super duper try to Laurie Daly. It was Brett Mullins who flicked it out the back of the speculator, and Daly took the odds to the little one into the in-goal area, come up with the try. Canberra should nearly wrap this game up now. But here he is, Daly out to Furner. He's had a great game since he's been on the football field. There's still 10 metres out. Mullins is nearly tackled. Over the head, away he goes. And Daly puts one through. Plenty of Manly defence there, but Daly too quick for them.
Scored a similar try in State of Origin last year. Very similar try. Watch it again.
It's a great pass by Mullins, but he could see Daly there. Daly calling for it. And Laurie, very smart footballer.
Furner. 25 out. Bringing it around and precisely over the dot. 17 to 10 in favour of Canberra. They trailed and they trailed, and now they're surging ahead of Manly. Devereux. Crowd leaving, looking for the exits now, but oh, gee, I tell you what, even though they've been beaten, and Manly crowds are very parochial, like all rugby league crowds, I think they'll go away thinking they've seen one of the great rugby league games played on this ground.
Been a fantastic game of footy, but Manly will rue the chances they missed, especially in the first half. It's been all Canberra the second half. And they're a magnificent side. They've gone in now with the win. They'll go into 4th spot on the ladder and are looming once again as premiership contenders.
Well, we all have said that, but I think we've always put an adjunct to it by saying if their stars can remain healthy, they can beat anybody on grand final day. They've just got to get there and be healthy. Stewart clears. Now they've got the game back where they wanted. Not as important now, though. They lead by 7 points. That field goal to Stewart's looking ever so much more important now. Canberra just rolling down the other side of the hill now. Tony Iroh's pass out to young Hopewadi. A knock-on will be called and a scrum will be packed. Friday we go to Melbourne, to Olympic Park for Saints and Wests. Mullins, is he clutching away there at a... I just thought he might have been clutching at a rib cage. Stewart. Daly cuts out Mullins. Finds Belcher at the back. Meninga. Ooh, don't argue it. How do you feel?
Yeah, might hear more of that. The big elbow from Mal.
Mal's looking at him. Devereux's lying there. Now, away goes Hoppy, down the blind, he'll score, I think, yes! Another try.
Well, they've fallen apart now, the Eagles. But mind you, Devereux, who was on that wing, is still down, injured, after the Meninga incident.
Harrigan took a long look at his touch judge, as if inviting him to say something.
But here's some very poor marker play. Now, that's where Devereux should have been, on that wing. And Hancock one-on-one. Hoppy just a nice left foot step inside, but some very poor marker play. Hoppy too quick for Alexander. And gets the try.
Furner, from 22 out, he's missed it. 21 to 10 in favour of Canberra. Touch judges said nothing. The referee obviously didn't see it. But are we looking down the barrel of an Australian side being named tonight, and the captain goes on report tomorrow? against the national coaches team. Oh boy. There are some probabilities there, aren't there? Cliffy Lyons restarts. Quentin Ponzi. He's put it away. Manly, they come up with it purely for academic purposes, though. We've had a tremendous afternoon's entertainment.
When you think of it, Canberra, they were down 10-0 to win this game 21-10. It's been one of the great efforts by them.
Owen Cunningham is the last player to handle the ball. Canberra wins one of the more incredible games of rugby league. 21 points to 10.
This has been a presentation of Fox Sports in partnership with the National Rugby League.